Hello, everybody. Welcome, online crew. Look what I have on screen with me here today. I have a very, very special guest. We are very privileged to have a special guest here with me live today. We've got Ferny Ceballos on live with me. So as you are coming in, please say hello to Ferny. He's given up his precious time. He's currently away helping facilitate a workshop at the moment, and he's in the middle of the launch of something really special. So thank you, Ferny. This was very last minute, and I'm so appreciative of your time and sharing your wisdom with our community here at Online Crew. So welcome to you. Please say hello, everybody, to Ferny. So
Hi,
we've got coming in. We've got Peter. Hello, Helen. Hello, Ferny. We've got Judy and Bob. Hello, Ferny. We've got lots of people jumping in and saying hello to you. We've got Misha and Tanya. We've got Laurie. Hey, Ferny. So thank you, guys. Keep the love coming. Savita is so excited. So I wanted to share with you, those of you that are not aware who Ferny is my personal mentor. And Ferny introduced to me a few years ago a little book that has changed and transformed my world, I guess you could say, my network marketing business, my online world, everything that I'm doing and the opportunities that have opened up for me. And he introduced me to this little book called The Attraction Marketing Formula. Now, what I didn't realize at the time was that little book was based on a book that Ferny had previously read called Magnetic Sponsoring. So there's a history to what Ferny's been able to achieve. And Ferny is is it Chief Marketing Officer? Is that that's your official title of a mentorship company called Elite Marketing Pro, who are distributing the revised and transformed version of this book at the moment. And Ferny has earned over $20 million online through the strategies that are in that book. Is that correct, Ferny?
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. So I thought it'd be really beneficial to bring Ferny on and share with you the history of this book, where it came from, what it's done for his life and all the other people, including myself, that he has mentored, since. So Ferny, if you'd just like to share with us a little bit of your sort of background, that would be awesome.
Yeah, would love to. Hello, everybody. I'm watching on Helen's page, and I know you were on her group as well. So good to see everybody. Well, drop me number one, first of all, if you are here, ready, and hearing me. I just want to do a sound check first. Sometimes I talk for a while, and it turns out people don't hear me because I'm on mute for some reason.
Okay. Can you hear Ferny? That's a good point. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. But I grew up in Los Angeles to immigrant parents, and did all the things that I was told to do that a good kid does: go to school, get good grades, so go to college, so you can eventually get a good job. And so that was the success blueprint I followed. And not only did I follow that blueprint, I got such good grades, especially in high school, that I was accepted to MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And if you don't know what that is, it's the school Iron Man went to, Tony Stark. So that's according to the story. Basically, it's the most prestigious engineering and science university in the world. And so, and there I studied to be an engineer. Electrical engineering, computer science was my degree. And came out of there, met the most brilliant, the smartest people in the world. Literally to this day, the smartest people I know in the world are my friends. And, I went to school with them there. Now, that's where the kind of like the fun part ends, because when I left school, I went to work in the aerospace industry, mainly for defense, working on top secret space stuff for the government. Had a security clearance, all that stuff, and I didn't enjoy it very much. And I had worked so hard to finally have a career in something that I thought was going to be prestigious, where I'd be making an impact, where I'd feel like my life had significance, and I didn't feel that at all. And I was very disappointed. And so from, within a couple of days, I realized that this is not what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and spent 2.5 years while working there trying to figure out how to get out of there. And which is weird because, the rest of the world thinks I'm ultra successful, and they, I'd be crazy to like want to like not work there and have that career, but I just was not happy. And so I went to grad school at USC while I was working there part time, and that's where I met somebody that eventually introduced me to network marketing. And I got introduced to network marketing through a board plan, meaning a home meeting, and someone drawing circles on the board. And so for 9 months, after I didn't want to have anything to do with network marketing. I didn't like the idea. None of it appealed to me. The only part that appealed to me was the money. Everything else that was going to be asked of me to do, it was my skin crawled. However, because my desire to do something else besides my job was so strong that I just realized, like, what other options do I have? Like, no one up until this point and at any point after that has ever given me a better alternative. At least this was an alternative, and that's pretty much the logic for the decision I made to basically get into network marketing. It wasn't because I loved it. It wasn't because I was excited about it. It was because I literally had no other option. I didn't know what else to do, and so I did that for 9 months. I actually was pretty good at it. I ended up being a pretty good recruiter. I had the skills to be a recruiter. I had actually gotten the skills from my fraternity days, during rush week, actually recruiting people to our fraternity, and those skills I guess transferred to network marketing. But I hated every minute of it. I did not enjoy doing home meetings, home parties, one-on-ones, cold prospecting, strangers. I did not enjoy any of it. I did it because I had to, not because I wanted to or enjoyed it. And ultimately, it was just I did not want to keep doing that. It was just like it was a grind. I had the skills, but I did not enjoy it, and that impacted how hard I worked at it. And so 9 months into it, I was pretty much ready to quit, because not only had my desire for it diminished, but my team did not duplicate whatsoever. They weren't willing to do what I was willing to do. They were far more easily discouraged than I was. And so, I just didn't see this as a viable way anymore. And I was stumbling, through the internet one day or one evening. I think I was looking, if I recall correctly, I was looking for a way that would be proof that what I was doing was a scam, but somehow find stories of other smart people that have been reeled into this scam so that I can somehow save face. It was really weird. It was just like, made no sense. So rather than just say, it didn't work out and quit, I needed to find a way to save face with friends and family, et cetera. And so I literally researched how to save face, basically. And that's when I found magnetic sponsoring. I found a website and a book that was teaching things very differently, and first exposed me to the idea of building my business online. And I'd never heard about it. I was just like, wow, this is different. And I immediately ordered the book. And as soon as I received the book, and it wasn't a book like that, that looked like that. It was like actually like a spiral bound 8.5 by 11 booklet. And the ideas were in it were just mind blowing. For the first time ever, somebody was talking to me, at least explaining to me what it took to win in network marketing, and speaking to me like an adult. Up until that point, network marketing training and skill development was pretty much non-existent. A lot of phrases like it's not selling, it's sharing. You just got to find two to get two that get two, or three to get three that get three that get three. Or it's like, this business is simple, this business is easy. You just got to find more people. You got to find more people. Keep bringing people to meetings. And so I just wasn't being taught any type of meaningful skill beyond just find more people.
And that's still being taught today.
Oh, yeah.
All of that you'll mention, like there are so many people that are still being taught those strategies, which is not necessarily setting people up for success, I don't think.
No. I mean, people are being lied to, the bottom line. And I know that's not the intention of people who in network marketing, but ultimately, if you don't want to tell people the truth about how the skills that are going to be required, online or offline, to be successful, that there's going to take quite a high level of dedication and commitment, then you're lying to people by omission. You're lying to people, and by continuing to say that it's the business is easy and you just got to find more people and it's not selling, it's sharing. That's a lie. And so finally, Mike was telling me, yeah, it's this. You gotta operate like a professional, think like a professional. There's professional skills for you to learn, and but the professional skills that I'm going to teach you through attraction marketing are quite different and don't involve your friends and family. For you to be successful. I'm like, awesome. At least I get to work hard at something that I'm going to enjoy a lot more. And I did enjoy doing attraction marketing far more than I ever did old school network marketing. And I was actually able to do it from home. I didn't have to leave my house anymore. I didn't have to do meetings anymore. And that in and of itself was a win, because the time I was spending on the road and doing meetings or going to meetings, etc., that time was time I regained back. The time with my family, whenever I was, spend time with my family just to socialize or get together, my business was not even a thought during that time. I was just present with them, as opposed to having an agenda and always like having it in the back of my mind as to how I'm going to introduce or how I'm going to talk about my business, or how I'm going to get somebody to order from me or join me or whatever. None of that crossed my mind when I was socializing anymore. Occasionally, the thought that crossed my mind when I was socializing related to my business was, I'm so glad I don't have to think about my business anymore and try to prospect my friends anymore. I'm so glad I can sit at a bar and not try to, bartend, prospect the bartender or the waitress. It was just, it was relief. And I started to build my following. And within 2 years of finding magnetic sponsoring, I quit my job. Shortly thereafter, became a top producer in my company. A few years later, actually had sponsored a couple of seven-figure earners into my business that actually ended up helping me create the biggest residual check in my company at the time. And so, that the power, and I wasn't even 100% focused on my network marketing business. I was focused on building my brand, building my following, and doing that part of it. And it's almost like the network marketing part became the success there became a byproduct of the fact that I had this online network now. And when you think about network marketing, the term network marketing, it's network marketing. You're marketing to your network. Right. And first, most network marketers don't know a thing about marketing. So attraction marketing taught me what marketing was and how it worked and how to do it like a professional. And the network part is we market to our networks. Well, the problem is most of our networks suck. Most of our networks are full of people who have no business being in business for themselves. And our friends or family, etc. On top of that, there's the baggage of the fact that they've known you for a big chunk of your life, and you lack credibility. Most people do, from a business perspective. And so the attraction part of it was we build our network through attraction. So now we're able to attract people and do stuff that we'll talk about today, where people are drawn to you, start following you, and take an interest in what you're doing, what you're selling, what you're promoting. And there's no longer the time spent on prospecting and spent on attraction and creating systems for attraction. So that's the attraction marketing part of it. Is we're learning marketing, we're learning attraction, and we're using that to build our network.
So finding, like, this is the book that Ferny's referring to, but it didn't look like this when Ferny found it. I've got to put it over my face.
Ooh, lost Ellen. Hello. Hello. You guys hear me?
Am I still here? I come back.
Oh, where'd you go?
It just dropped out. It just completely dropped out. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I can't. But I just connected in and I'm back. So
I was gonna entertain your audience for a bit.
Yeah, thank you. So I know what Ferny found because he shared it on a live the other day. Was this, and he just mentioned it then, was this big bound version. It was basically just a training manual, wasn't it? Like Mike Dillard is the author of this book, and it just started as a training manual for his network marketing team. But the information was so good and revolutionary that people in the network marketing profession just keep asking him about it. And that's when I believe it went to Amazon. Is that correct? And he made it into a physical sort of book?
Yeah, in 2014, it became a book. Now, the thing that happened in 2014 is, well, Mike had retired from network marketing, and so he decided to take the book, and he sold the technology of the attraction marketing system he had created. Back then, it was called the magnetic sponsoring system. So the technology that allowed the newest person to implement these ideas right away, it's the same technology that Helen has used in growing her following and her brand. That was sold to his business partner, Tim Irway, and Mike took the book and published it on Amazon and moved on to other ventures. But the book by itself, although had amazing revolutionary ideas, lacked the leverage that I had the opportunity to take advantage of, which was basically the final 4 chapters of his book talked about the system and the magnetic sponsoring system, or now it's called the attraction marketing system, on how you don't have to create any of the technology he's talking about. It's already created for you to leverage until you're ready to, or ever ready, if you ever want to create your own version. And so the attraction marketing system in the book basically came apart, and I came on as a partner of the system, in 2014, and my course, Attraction Marketing Formula, was the flagship product for that system. But Attraction Marketing Formula was just my interpretation of everything I had learned about attraction marketing from Mike Dillard and Tim Irway. And so the wonderful thing is, like, after some conversations with Mike, he's given us a license to once again bring together the original book and the original system. They were meant to go together, and that's what we're doing now. We're doing a relaunch of magnetic sponsoring in partnership with the attraction marketing.com system, and I this book and the knowledge and the system together have never been more powerful. And so I'm just excited that this new re-release of magnetic sponsoring, updated, revised, and expanded. The expanded part is that I was able to rewrite those 4 chapters from the previous version of magnetic sponsoring, and those chapters are immediately available for download. So when you buy the book, even if you only buy the hard copy, you're able to immediately download those chapters and get to work on the system side of magnetic sponsoring and how that works. But also, if you end up getting the book, you can also upgrade your order, so you can actually get the digital copy of magnetic sponsoring, you can get the audiobook, and you can get a video workshop that we put together that basically, regardless of what learning modality you prefer, video, audio, reading, physical, hold it in your hand, we got you covered. And so that you can choose to do that, or simply just get the free version. I highly recommend that you take the bump and actually get the little upgrade, so that you immediately have access to it. You can go through it, and then immediately be able to go through the bonus chapters that I wrote that explain how the system works, so that you can be off and running. Helen has a following, and everything she's created has been basically based on attraction marketing, magnetic sponsoring principles. She's leveraged the system, and so she's a shining example of what attraction marketing can do for you, and the type of network you're creating. The type of network is a network you design, that you create with none of the baggage of the past. You're able to literally start fresh with a whole new group of people that know, like, and trust you. And you guys are all evidence, proof that
exactly. And the people here, exactly. And I do want to share with you guys, those of you that haven't got a copy of the book, it's free, guys. All you need to pay is for the shipping. of it. So the actual physical book is free. You just got to pay for the shipping, and the digital version is available for a little small upgrade. So if you just drop the word book down below, then my little mate Henry, who you can't see here, my messenger bot, he's going to deliver you a link. If you are watching from my free group though, so social media strategies for home business owners, the link doesn't work. So there is a link up above in the description that you can get access to if my little mate Henry here, who you can't see because I'm half of the screen, it's my little fish on the side to explain for you. He's my little messenger bot. He's my little fish that you just can't quite see him. Where is he? Which side is he? There he is, my little fish.
Awesome.
Okay, that's Henry. Everybody knows who Henry is. So if Henry doesn't work, there is a link up above. And I just want to elaborate on something Ferny said. I found Ferny's version of this, his updated version of this called Attraction Marketing Formula online. Like a lot of you, I was really skeptical. And Ferny probably doesn't even know this, but I did nothing with it really for 6 months. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know who Ferny was, the system that Ferny sort of talked about and attached to, and I just didn't get it. Like 2 or 3 years ago, I didn't know how to do anything online. Didn't know what attraction marketing meant, let alone, magnetic sponsoring, which is one and the same. Magnetic sponsoring, you're just magnetically, attracting people to you. It is one and the same. But the information, and how I built my network marketing business previously was with friends and family, like Ferny said, is what we do in the beginning. And they trusted me. But it doesn't mean they were going to do anything with the business themselves, because they're not your right pre-qualified prospects. The system that's attached to this book that Ferny's put that 4 chapters back in, the new revised edition, shares that system with you that I've used. And in the last 9 months now, over 320 people have joined my network marketing team because of what I've learned, these strategies here, which were the strategies Ferny introduced to me, which were based on this. So if you're one of those people, like Ferny said, that doesn't want to do all the things that he did in the beginning, we all do in the beginning, and you're at that party sort of thinking, not the second party where you were having fun, the first time when you're thinking, who can I prospect? And you're at the supermarket, or you're just thinking, maybe I should approach them, or, all those awkward feelings we get as network marketers. If you want to find a different way, if you want to use the strategies that's transformed, like over $20 million online, Ferny, that's incredible. And that's in a very short space of time when you think of a career. People work for 40 or 50 years and never earn that kind of money. So it can revolutionize people's worlds. I'm very grateful to Ferny. Ferny personally mentors me and has taught me a lot, and it's changed my network marketing business, like I just said. And it comes from the principles and strategies in this resource here, which you guys can get for free. You just got to pay the shipping, and I would encourage you to upgrade to the digital version so you can get access to it, sort of straight away. So Ferny, those people that are watching that have that skepticism, because the online world, there's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of people that hits their news feed, and they might be thinking this is just another one of those things. I've seen a lot of these things. I've clicked on a lot of these things, and none of it works. What would you say to those people?
Well, a couple of things. One, I'm going to give a very practical, reasonable answer, which is you can get the book, and if it's not everything, if it doesn't, rock your world and it's not worth your time after reading it, you can ask for a refund. We'll refund your shipping, and you keep the book. So you don't even have to send it back. Now, don't be an a-hole and just do that on purpose because you just want the money back. That would suck. Yeah. We're actually, by giving this away, we actually go in the negative. It costs us twice as much to print these books and pay royalties, etc., than what's being charged for shipping. So we are actually betting on you. We're betting on you guys loving this information and wanting to apply it in your business. And now Teresa just asked if the upgrade was the Master Recruiter Pack, and yes, or the Master Recruiter Bundle, and yes, that is correct. That's the upgrade. So we're and so and even if you get the upgrade, we barely make a dime. We're banking on the fact that you're going to love this so much that you're going to want to choose to be the next Helen Martin and want to continue to work with us and want to continue to work with us in a big way. Helen, like she said, has gotten mentorship from us. She's invested in herself to have us personally work with her. And, the results are here. It's the results she's been able to produce in her business, as you heard, be able to create her following, be able to create multiple streams of income as a result of what she's created here and the awesome community she has. I mean, it speaks for itself. And if it's not worth for you at least $8 for shipping if you're in the US to find out if this is something that can work for you, then that leads me to point number 2, is that if you've tried a lot of things that haven't worked, perhaps in addition to getting this book, there's an opportunity for you to do some reflection, because I guarantee you that probably a lot of the things that you've tried, other people have succeeded in. So the only variable that's different is you. And so you might want to look at what you might do differently, or how might you show up differently so that you can become one of the people that does succeed. I'm not saying give up. I'm not saying ever to think that you're not cut out for this. I think Mike Dillard in his career, when he struggled for 6 years in network marketing, had that realization. He's like, well, I've been in multiple companies. I haven't had success. And the only variable here is me. And he could have very easily chosen to say, well, maybe I shouldn't do network marketing. Maybe this is not for me, and quit. Instead, what he did was he just thought out of the box. He redesigned how one might approach doing network marketing so that he was actually focused on activities that he would enjoy, like marketing and advertising, as opposed to actively prospecting. And so that was, the moment in time where Mike looked at what's the main variable in this whole equation. It's me, but he didn't go become a victim and say, oh, woe is me. I suck. I'm never going to succeed, blah, blah, blah. He actually chose to get resourceful. And the beautiful part here is that you're not being asked to create a whole new industry, a whole new way of doing a profession. All you're being asked to do is read a book and learn about this different way that's been literally thousands of network marketers have taken advantage of these philosophies and gotten incredible results. The testimonials are in the link if you go there.
Yeah, there's numerous people. If you click on the link, you'll get all that information as well. And I would really encourage you guys to not look at this as a cost. Look at this as an investment, as in a future. You're getting offered a free book, just postage, just to answer Shirley's question that came up before. The digital copy, the cost doesn't change no matter which country you're in. It's only $37. So if you can't invest a little bit for shipping and a digital copy, then
well, we ship to almost every country. So the shipping might go up. I think it caps out at $25 for shipping. And then for some countries it's $15. For the US it's $8. I know we ship to Australia for $15. I think that's the cost. And so, guys, I paid $40 for an 8.5 by 11 spiral bound book that changed my life. And I was on a call with Mike Dillard where he's sharing his stories and his philosophies, and we talked about all the people whose lives he's changed. And there was somebody on the live that was saying, "Oh my God, $25? That sounds like a lot." And I'm like, "Were you listening to nothing we said?" Mm. One, I paid $40 for the book plus shipping, and it changed my life. And I've, in fact, I collect them now. I have a library of the exact same book, different versions of it. It's like this thing has impacted me so much that I want to own and collect every edition that's ever existed of this book. And it's kind of weird, but that makes me just like a fanatic. I love, attraction marketing. I love what Mike has done for me in my life. And if it's not worth the cost of shipping for you, then there's probably some reevaluation that needs to happen about, your commitment to your business.
Yeah, and if I can just say from my example, like I came across your little book, which is based on the magnetic sponsoring book, And if I didn't invest that little bit of money, I wouldn't be here with this amazing community that we have. I wouldn't be talking to you. I wouldn't have turned my network marketing business around. I wouldn't have created my branding course or my coaching community. Like, just one little investment, guys. Don't look at it as a cost, look at it as an investment. And Ferny, you wouldn't know this, but I'm offering my own bonuses for everybody that gets the book. And I'm actually giving away a lifetime membership to my coaching community. A lifetime membership, guys, and coaching calls, and I'm giving away 5 prizes myself. So for you to get access to a free copy of a book, you know, if you upgrade to the digital version, you get an extra entry. If you upgrade to the annual membership of Ferny's company, then you get 3 entries into those prizes as well. So if you want coaching from me and you want a lifetime membership to my coaching community, then that's on the table as well. That's awesome. Debbie, can we get the upgrade after we've got the book? I'm not sure, Debbie. So Ferny, if somebody's already bought the book, but then they want to go back and get the digital copy,
I'm sure they can reach out to support.
Right.
EliteMarketingPro.com/support if they regret not adding that to the cart, and see what they can do. We have no link or way of doing that once people check out. So as far as I know, it's you got to do it when you get the book. But if you reach out to support, they might be able to do something manually. I don't encourage everybody to do that. That's, again, we're betting on you guys. So you guys doing that later takes up more of our time and resources, which, ultimately we're here investing in you guys. So, and we're willing to do whatever it takes. Just don't take advantage.
Yeah. So Debbie, that's just elitemarketingpro.com/support. If you have any issues, Debbie, just message me and I'll send you the link for that. Okay. Yeah. And I'm really respectful of Ferny's time because he's actually at a workshop at the moment and probably required back there. So I don't want to keep you any longer, Ferny, but please, guys, thank Ferny for his time, sharing his experience and his wisdom with us. It's definitely obviously reshaped Ferny's life, and you guys would have no idea of the students that come across Ferny's program, how it can change their lives. Ferny is creating multiple 6- and 7-figure earners continuously through the program that they offer and what they teach, which is based on this book. There's a lot more to the program than obviously that, but these are the principles and strategies that can turn things around for you if you're willing to invest. So
the bottom line is, if you read the book and you decide it's not for you, then it's not for you. And if none of it, if it doesn't excite you, then it's probably not a fit. And all it cost you was shipping for a book that you can put on the shelf, the rest next to the rest of your books. Hopefully you have a bookshelf with books. But if the ideas resonate with you, then you might be taking a similar path that Helen did, that I did, where you're like, how do I learn more? How do I get mentorship? How do I, go all in with a community that's changed lives? You got to, I'll put it this way. It takes commitment. It takes a lot of hard work, but it's nowhere near the amount of commitment and hard work that a normal profession that would pay you 6 figures would require of you. If you want to be an attorney that earns 6 figures or more, if you want to be a doctor that earns 6 figures or more, well, they work extremely hard to get and maintain their credentials so that they continue to do that. There's no credentials required here in this space other than you get results for you to be able to earn that level of income, and it can be done from home. So it's still a lot of work, but it's definitely nowhere near as hard as going to MIT was. It was nowhere near as hard as having stayed in my profession and putting up with everything I had to put up there. It doesn't require me to be stuck in traffic every morning and evening to and from work. And I get to hang out with people who I love and I respect, who are positive and up to great things. It is an ultimate lifestyle. It's, I have issues as a person, just like anyone, but the one issue I don't have is an issue that almost every other friend and family member has, is that they have to wake up in the morning, go to work, and probably do something they don't truly enjoy. And I hope they're fulfilled, but I know I am, and I'm able to do it and travel the world, travel the country, and make an impact. So I'm blessed. I know Helen's blessed, and we want to share that blessing with other people.
Thank you, Ferny. I'll leave it on that note. Well said. So thanks again. Please thank Ferny again. I'll look forward to seeing you next month, Ferny, in Austin for the workshop. So that'll be good. Once again, if you would like to access your copy of the free book, if you're on my business page, just put the word book down in the comments, and you'll get an automatic link from my little messenger bot, Henry. If you are in my free group, the bot won't work. The automatic link won't work, so you'll need to click the link above. But I put a link above. It's up there ready for you to go if you have any issues.
By the way, and the cart closes. We're literally ending sales on Tuesday. So Tuesday will be the last day for you to get your book. So there is some urgency there.
Yeah, and the same with my offering as well. So my extra bonuses and going into the draw, that stops at the same time as what Ferny just mentioned as well. So don't wait till Tuesday, get it secured, and let's change your business like it's changed, mine. So thank you, Ferny, very much.
You're welcome, Helen. Take care. Bye, everybody. Bye.